Pages of America's most award-winning magazine are about to come to life. Amazon's New Yorker Presents is a unique viewing experience. It combines documentaries, short scripted narrative films, comedy, poetry, animation, and cartoons that are based on content from The New Yorker. Lawrence Wright, a Pulitzer Prize-winning author and staff writer at The New Yorker, is joining us this morning to talk about this first season. Lawrence, thank you so much for being with us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Now, I know this first episode is actually going to be based off of an article that you wrote, and actually a topic that kind of Donald Trump has brought onto the campaign trail, and it kind of focuses on 9/11 and whether or not it could have been avoided, if maybe the CIA left something open for it to happen for 9/11. That's what your article was based on. Kind of tell me about this first episode.
Well, this article was published, it's called The Agent, and that's what we call the video. It's about Ali Soufan, who was in October of 2000, a 29-year-old FBI agent, one of 6 in the United States who spoke Arabic. And because of those qualifications, he became the case agent on the bombing of the USS Cole in Yemen. 17 American sailors died. And in the course of his investigation, Ali Soufan discovered that there had been a meeting in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, and that was connected to the bombing. And 3 times he formally queried the CIA, demanding information about the meeting, and 3 times the CIA told him they had nothing to tell him. As a matter of fact, the CIA actually did know about this. It turned out to be an Al-Qaeda summit. And the bombers of the USS Cole were there, the mastermind of the Cole bombing, as well as 2 future hijackers. The CIA actually had the meeting surveilled by Malaysian authorities, and after the summit, those 2 hijackers flew to America in January of 2000. This was 20 months before 9/11. And in March, the CIA found out that they were in America. As many as 50 to 60 people in the CIA knew about this, according to the CIA's own Inspector General, and they withheld that information from the FBI. They had a moral and legal obligation to tell the Bureau about this, and had they done so, they might have been able to stop 9/11. Even setting that aside, not telling Ali Soufan what they knew was a form of obstruction of justice into the investigation of the death of 17 American sailors.
And I know this first episode is going to dive deeper into that, like you were saying, when they knew the information and what they could have done with that information. But as we go on into the series, I know this is going to be tackling several topics, including a guy that drank 50 cups of coffee a day, all the way to people that think they're in kind of like that Truman Show kind of life. The topics are going to be so ranging in the series.
You know, it's going to be interesting. This is new for the New Yorker, and for me. It's fun to be able to experiment in different forms. And I think it will also give New Yorker readers a chance to be New Yorker viewers, which will be a different experience, but one that is related. You'll get to see the cartoons and hear the poems and have some of the actors that circle around the New Yorker world, like Paul Giamatti in this first episode playing Balzac. It'll be fun. And I think, you know, just cracking this open gives us an opportunity to try something new, and I think it's going to broaden the reach of the magazine, and I hope it'll bring a lot more people into the New Yorker orbit.
Well, and I know a lot of people that, like you said, read The New Yorker are going to be very interested that we're actually going to get to go into the New Yorker's legendary fact-checking department. So I think, like you said, it kind of gives you guys another layer that your readers get to see. So how do we actually get to watch this and the series?
Amazon Prime Video. It's very easy to get onto, and it will, you know, week after week, we'll be bringing you new episodes.
Well, Lawrence, I am honored that you actually had a moment to sit down and talk with me. I can't wait to see what this first episode has waiting for us and all these different things that we've read, but we get to actually see and get a little bit more in depth with. So thank you again.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere. The Morning Blend will be right back.